Ever wonder why girls dodge accountability? Here's the real truth that nobody wants to admit. Most girls don't actually hate accountability. They're afraid of what accountability threatens. Here's what nobody's going to tell you. Number one, accountability kills her flexibility. The second she says, I was wrong, she loses the freedom to shift the story later. No more reframing, no more, well, you made me feel that way. Being held accountable means zero wiggle room. Number two, she's conditioned to believe nothing's ever truly her fault. Girls hear their entire lives, you're perfect the way you are. Your feelings are always valid. She never learns accountability, only how to deflect blame and explain away her behavior. Number three, accountability lowers her marketplace value. Women deeply care about image, status, and perception. Admitting fault publicly or even privately feels like weakness or guilt. Number four, most guys will never call her out. Let's be honest, when she cries to flex or flips blame, most men immediately back down. So why wouldn't she learn to use emotional manipulation? It works every time. Number five, feelings beat facts every single time. Her reality isn't based on objective truth at all. It's based on her emotions right this millisecond. If you point out a fact, she'll pivot to, but you didn't listen to how I felt. She's not lying. She genuinely believes her feelings matter more than reality. Bottom line, accountability threatens her control, victimhood, and power to shape the narrative. But do you want to check her true maturity? Watch closely how she handles being called out. Not just when she's clearly wrong, but when admitting fault would threaten her carefully curated image. That's when you'll see who you're actually dealing with.
Can we talk about how hard it is to date as a single mom? Like, when do y'all make time to date? How? Like, it feels impossible. Like, I can meet you Tuesday for 30 minutes. Does that work or no? And it's just like, it's not talked about enough. Like, as a single mom, it is so hard. Like, I don't have the time. And it feels unfair. And this is something that I've actually had to learn to deal with. It does feel unfair as a single mom when you're able to watch the other parent really do what they want. Date as they want, go out as they want, not have any type of, like, the responsibility of the children all the time. And it becomes it's hard not to be resentful. But what I always remind myself is I will never regret raising my children. And I will never regret being the one that gets to be there for all of the moments. But that doesn't mean that it's not hard, because sometimes it really sucks because, like, mama wants a life too, and sometimes that just doesn't happen.
Are you going to give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
I'm from America's Next Top Model, and I didn't know who you are, but you're out here talking about black excellence.
Yes.
What are you promoting?
So I'm a streamer, you know. I also make music. I don't know if you know who Fred Again is and Skepta. I have a song nominated for a Grammy with them, Victory Lap.
Really?
Yes. And I am nominated for Streamer of the Year.
I think I do.
Music Streamer, Best Stream Series, Best Stream
How do I
Collab.
support you?
Right here, support black business. What's your name?
Should I put you on my stories right
Yes,
now?
yes, yes, you should.
Support your black business?
100%.
We're here with
Black Boy Max. Black Boy Max. Y'all know what time it is. All platforms.
all platforms. You
Make
gotta
sure y'all
support
vote.
him.
Oh, upside down. Make sure y'all vote. Vote. Exercise the right MLK fought for. Vote.
Period.
All platforms. Grammys and Streamer of the Year. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay, are you gonna
Yes.
give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
You know what?
I can't. Love though. I'm out. Oh my God. What the fuck just happened?
And you guys were filming stuff obnoxiously with every single person who recognized him. I don't even know this guy. I literally am running an empire right now. I walked up to you after his little outburst. He probably don't even date black women.
Here we go.
But I said to you guys very
Sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. If it's not the insult or the shaming of not dating black women, it's you're probably right. Like any reason to try to describe why a man didn't find you attractive. It just, without fail.
I verbally told you not to use it. I have so many things going on right now that I don't have time to take you to court, but I dare you. I dare you to try me, because now you are taking up my time. This 3 minutes that it's taken to post this, I could have been making money.
So you're new.
Think about how crazy this young woman is. She was out in public, saw a man being filmed with a bunch of cameras, decided in public to go out of her way to communicate to that man. She makes an advance towards that man that makes him feel uncomfortable. We don't know what his situation is. We don't know if he has a girlfriend or maybe he just doesn't want to put his lips up on you. He don't know where you've been. He's just trying to promote his music, baby. But now in order to promote it, he's got to put lips up on you. Sounds like that weird Hollywood we always hear about. And now, after him live streaming, his utilization of that clip or keeping that clip up is going to have a lawsuit threatened upon him? Huh?
You know what I'm saying? You want me to kiss you on your cheek because you saw it was lit. You saw it was getting nominated for. You wanted to steal my cameraman. I didn't want to kiss you. And then after I didn't want to kiss you, now you're threatening to sue me. What the are we talking about?
I'm here to say one more thing. I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help.
Ooh.
None. 0 out of 3. Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
It's like their go-to response. The man doesn't want to date me, well, he's intimidated. The man doesn't want to help me move my air conditioner, he's intimidated. The arrogance and entitlements, crazy.
He ain't your man. They not your men. So why should they help you? Help yourself.
I mean, just as this last man said who was reacting, at the end of the day, none of them are your boyfriend, you're not seeing them romantically, and he really is not entitled, you're not entitled to get help from anyone.
I'm going to see, and I want you ladies to do the same thing, what's best for you. May the best man win. Point blank, period.
I literally just posted a video about how when you bring up your concerns to a woman, they don't ever make it about that. They always think you trying to control them or tell them what to do. And this is her response to a man who concerned that she talking to other men. And the only reason he concerned is because he taking her serious. And I can tell you for a fact, when I'm not trying to get with a woman, I don't give a what you doing. I don't care who you talking to. So it's real interesting how on top of that, every video y'all be making is talking about how men don't care about women. But you actually had the audacity to say, may the best man win. Who the is trying besides the man you making a video about, but clearly ignoring? And this is why we keep saying, y'all don't want good men. Y'all want bad men to treat y'all good. And that's okay. If y'all want to be delusional, be delusional. But why y'all keep talking about this love? Why y'all keep talking about good men and how they don't exist? Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's the only irritating thing. Because y'all be saying some hateful and hurtful because of the dumb y'all got going on in y'all head. May the best men win. They them all, sis, is what they saying. Yeah, no wonder why y'all getting the results y'all getting and don't want to take accountability for it's ridiculous. Subscribe to my YouTube, Planet Reality.
Can I help you?
Hi, how are you? Oh, no, thanks. I'm just charging my car.
I see that, but this is my house and it's my charger that you're using.
I know. It'll be like 20 minutes.
No, it's about to be 2 seconds because I'm going to pull this charger up out your car.
Yeah, but that's really not, you can't just pull up to someone in someone's driveway and use their charger. You didn't even ask for permission. I mean, maybe if you knocked on my door and asked me, I would have potentially let you, but you just pulled in my driveway. My wife's about to be home any minute now. You're in her spot.
Okay, well, I'm pregnant. My car's about to die. So I had no choice, and I saw that there was an empty charger. Are you recording me right now?
Girl, don't nobody give a F. Just call the police on her ass. And then she got the nerves to have a tube.
Is that why your phone's up like that?
I am recording you because you're on my property, and I'm sorry that your car is about to, but you know there are superchargers that you're supposed to, Tesla will tell you when your car's about to. I mean,
okay, so you have to stop recording me and stop recording my plates. My husband is an attorney, so you're not going to put this video anywhere, so I'm not sure what you're doing with your phone.
Well, baby, you need to call him, because your is about to go to jail for trespassing. The nerves of people.
How, I mean, do you normally do this? Do you normally pull up to people's houses and use their chargers?
Normally my car is in. I had to go to the doctor. My car was dying on the way home. I'll be done in like 20 minutes. It's really not that big of a deal.
Couldn't be me. I would not be going back and forth with her ass. You either gonna leave on your own or I'm gonna help you leave. End of discussion.
Unpopular opinion.
A submissive woman controls a man without even trying to. First of all, she understands that submission is not about bowing, shrinking, or losing herself. It's understanding influence. And a woman who knows who she is doesn't have to overpower a man. She doesn't have to compete with him. She don't have to challenge his masculinity because she aligns with it. When a man feels respected, valued, and trusted, he's going to volunteer you access to everything. His protection, his provision, his loyalty, his decision making. You won't have to ask that man for near anything. She also doesn't have to force control because she inspires devotion. Men fight dominance, but they will surrender to peace. A submissive woman isn't a weak woman, baby. She is an emotionally intelligent woman and never has to beg for power because she already has it. And guess what? She knows it.
And a man was talking about why modern women don't want to take accountability a lot of times, right? And essentially, a lot of the times, they're not taking accountability. It boils down to because their feelings get in the way. Well, I really don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel responsible. I don't want to feel bad. You have me dead to rights. You saw me doing the wrong thing. I don't want to feel like that. That's a nasty feeling. That's an icky feeling. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to experience that. So instead, I'm going to tell you all of the things that I was trying to do to help you or to be there for you or whatever it might be, whatever it may be. I appreciate that. But you didn't do what you're supposed to do in this regard. And I really needed you to do that for me. That's how you can show, well, I thought this. I understand that and I appreciate that. But once again, if you just say sorry, number one, we can move on. Number two, you keep on doing. First of all, you have to say sorry. That's it. Second of all, with your decision making, you keep on putting us in a position that I have to come out of pocket and struggle to save. I have to salvage a situation or issue and expend a whole bunch of energy that I did not plan on expending because you're stepping in the way and doing things that you want to do. Stop doing that. And you know how you stop doing that or you get better at it? Stop and say, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. Let me see if I can do a better job next time.
Are you willing to go out the country within the next 30 days?
I got a lot of work to do in 30 days, yeah. It's all right. It's all right.
Let's go.
Hold on, so you pop because of out the country?
Yeah, I like to travel and I need who can control his schedule to be available to do those things because I'm not really a person that is work. I'm more about experiences, and I'm at a space in my life where work and enjoying life, they have joined forces together. So unfortunately, I'm not doing anything that I don't love doing. And when I travel, that's also work as well. And I need somebody with an open schedule to be able to do so. Or it's definitely not going to work. I might cheat.
What the? You might cheat anyway.
I might cheat.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Hold on.
I feel like when you don't put in the work, and when I say cheat, for me, I'm saying I've already made this clear to you, it's an issue. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't even want to put myself in that position because I already know I'm going to get lonely. I'm going to want my travel partner. And so if I'm saying I would cheat, why would I put myself? I don't want to cheat.
That's a lie.
That's what I'm trying.
Sure.
I don't want to be outside.
Don't your Play-Doh built body be copping please now? You said what you said, and they heard it. Good thing they popped the balloon on you. Wishbone hips, red hair, probably fake Jordans. You got problems. Next 30 days, could you do it? No logical grown man would do what you just asked him to do. And I just looked it up. You have an OF. She is actually... This is how crazy some of these heifers is. They don't believe them having a OF is a thing. These bad body built heifers are comparing OF to Denny's. Denny's.
Shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Please shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to one chase? We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just...
Oh, we signal. True, because every single man know what the signal is. And God forbid he misinterprets that signal. And then what happens? So they don't even check those signals. If they even have to question, is that a signal or not? They would rather not.
Like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like, if the woman is interested, she's gonna keep looking your way too, but it just like stays like that.
I got asked to go on a date the other day. He wanted to get coffee and then go on a walk. Mind you, the only pictures I have of me outside on my Instagram are me at a beach outside the country. Stop asking me stupid questions. Asking me stupid.
To all the men out there, do me a favor and stay far, far away from all women like this. They are not looking for a future with you. They are looking for a distraction to get their mind off of their unresolved trauma. Even listening to her video made me feel terrible. I couldn't even imagine dating a person who is unstable like this. It is the fastest way to ruin your dating life and your mental health. You should be aiming for going out with someone who wants to have a connection with you, who wants to go on a simple date and get to know you and quite possibly have a future. So if you ever find yourself in a predicament where a girl is making fun of you for wanting to get coffee and go on a walk, do not take it to heart. The right woman will want to do something simple like that. It's just mentally unstable girls that have to fill the void in their heart with drinking, clubs, and hooking up with random strangers, so don't take it personal.
If you can go 3 days without talking to me, you're not it. You know, half of you are completely shooting yourself in the foot because you don't even give men an opportunity to fall in love with you. Because you're that addicted to communication. It's like nothing can get off the ground unless a guy is love bombing you. Have you ever stopped to consider that maybe a man that is actually taking his time to get to know you and is pacing his emotional investments is a sign of emotional maturity? Instead of a man that's rushing and hurrying his emotional investments? It's like speed is not necessarily an indication of emotional health. Believing that you should receive daily communication from someone that you're not in a relationship with, and if you don't get that, you shouldn't take them seriously, is weird. It's fine if daily communication happens. My point is, it's weird to expect that from someone that's barely more than a stranger.
Genuine question here, okay? And I'm primarily talking about sort of straight relationships. I don't profess to know how the gay scene works whatsoever. But when you're looking for a partner, or what are you looking for in a partner? Is it like, are you looking for like if you're a girl, are you looking for your male equivalent? Because I think a lot of people are like looking for someone who agrees with them on X and has the same opinion as them on Y and same interests, whatever. But realistically, like if you're a girly girl, the male equivalent to you is going to be like a manly man who is kind of going to be almost like polar opposite to you in a way. So I think a lot of people are looking for them and somebody else. And like that just doesn't work. How are you going to find connection? I think we literally need to start looking in the opposite direction. I think that's why
So how much did my divorce cost me? Well, this is a fantastic question. There's direct and there's indirect costs. Direct costs, I lost $106,000 out of my 401k retirement plan I spent 20 years contributing to. I also lost half the equity in the home, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, cash, and savings that I also spent 20 years contributing to. I also lost half of all the non-liquid assets like furniture, household goods, electronics, cars. Keep in mind, I paid for all of these. And this is in addition to financially supporting her and her/our daughter for 17 years, which is many hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm now broke, live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and have a negative net worth for the first time since I was, 25. Indirect costs: my job, my sobriety, my self-worth, my masculinity, my hope for the future, my ability to trust women again, my belief in God, my pride, my motivation, my physical health. I don't know, let's just say everything.
No matter how many times you come on my page, you black, to be specific, come on my page, talk about how much you don't like my hair, talk about my teeth, talk about everything about me, I still show up looking the exact same every time. Wanna know why? Because I'm not like you weird. You will sit up here and a man will say, oh, we don't like them lace fronts, we don't like them 6-inch nails that y'all wear. Y'all like, we don't care what a like, because I do it for me and my. Can we be honest? Let's be honest, all right? Because otherwise, you would be like, oh yeah, if a man's telling me he doesn't like these things, obviously I want to be married to a man, right? But no, you want to be married to women. That's why you hype up what women say over what men say. Because there ain't no way a woman gonna talk me into wearing no straight lace front. Because why? If men are saying they like my hair curly, if men are saying, oh, we like natural women, why would I do the exact opposite of what I likes about me? It does not make sense. It makes no sense. And then black women, you like to over-sexualize yourselves and then get mad when people give you attention and wonder why you're not married. Baby, like that's what you're giving out. You're twerking online, you're drinking, you're acting and you're expecting to be somebody's wife? Absolutely not. And y'all made it 100% clear that y'all not breastfeeding. Whatever black women got against breastfeeding needs to be studied mentally, because at the end of the day, I breastfed all 3 of my kids for a year, and the black women were the main ones being like, I would never, oh girl, I would never, oh I want to go party, or oh girl, that's nasty. How was that nasty? Like, where else did y'all think that the babies were eating from back in the day? But only black women think like that. Black women have the lowest rates of breastfeeding in the world. And it kind of goes hand in hand with the lowest rates of marriage in the world. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, you're not even married anymore. Legally I am, ho. So I can still speak up on it. But like I said, it's given over-sexualized and it's given ignorant.
Today we have 5 activities that count as multiple bodies. I had a follower DM me and ask if a woman sucking counts as a body, and I would say no. But there's many more activities out here that count as multiple bodies. In the 5 spot, we have any woman using the word manifestation. That counts as 2 bodies. Because women say dumb like, oh, I'm gonna manifest myself a nice dinner, and it's just a dude who saw their Instagram and sent him a DM. Like, you didn't do anything special. Number 4. Bible verse in the Instagram bio. This is pretty self-explanatory. That counts as 4 bodies. This is because usually if there's a Bible verse, it's followed by some photos and all over the place. Like, it doesn't jive together. It doesn't fit the vibe. In the 3 spot, we have tramp stamp tattoos. That counts as 35 bodies. This has Atlantic City Strip Club written all over it. You don't want to mess with a female that's got one of these. In the 2 spot, we have having a guy best friend. That counts as 7 bodies. You may wonder why. Guy best friends are cool. No, that's not a friend. That's a guy who's too big of a to say that he likes her. And in the 1 spot, we have hugging the bouncer. That counts as infinity bodies. You see a woman hug the bouncer, that means she is there way too often. Infinity bodies under her belt. If you have a problem with any of the things on this list, it's probably because you're just in denial and you don't want to accept that your girl falls under one of these categories. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today, and I'll see you at the same time again tomorrow.
Modern women, it really does amaze me how it's not even really a coping mechanism. Sometimes it's more so their ability to talk about stuff that they're not supposed to be doing in such a nonchalant way. I think there was a woman that was talking about, well, you know, I do a lot of traveling for work and I want my travel buddy there with me. I want my travel partner, basically speaking about her significant other or her spouse. And if you don't come with me, then I definitely know I'm going to cheat. I mean, technically, that is self-awareness. But maybe I think what comes along with self-awareness is you wanting to fix it. You wanting to fix your issues. Modern women, first of all, they struggle with accountability. Second of all, they struggle with being aware of the things that they're doing wrong. And I don't even know if this is self-awareness that the woman was talking about. I think these modern women, they think they're above the law. So it's kind of like, hey, you know, I already know I'm going to cheat. That's not really self-awareness. That's more so, I feel like I'm not going to discipline myself. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. That's what I plan to do. Right? I plan to be undisciplined. So I feel like with self-awareness, yes, it's just you being honest and saying, hey, this is how I am. But I feel like, you know, you moving in a direction and saying, well, you know, yeah, I do this type of stuff and maybe I shouldn't do this. I feel like self-awareness and accountability kind of go hand in hand. And modern women, they're comfortable hanging on the outskirts of self-awareness. They don't want to come full all the way into it and say, you know, I'm cheating. But then the next step of self-awareness would be like, I have a problem. And then the next step would be accountability. Yeah, I need to fix that problem. It's me, it's not anybody else. This modern women, and what modern women do is they blame men. So that's why I say you can't even really be self-aware, because you're blaming a man for you going out there and cheating. Oh, he did this to me. It's his fault because he didn't do this, and this. So you're not even aware you have a problem. You just saying, well, you know, if my partner don't come, then I'm going to go out there and find another man. You got to say, man, you know what? I know I want to be loved. I know I want to be held. I know I want to be cuddled. And I know there was like this one woman that was talking, and she said, I know because she went to a doctor's office and she took her son for a doctor's appointment, and the doctor said something that really resonated with her, and her mind just kind of starts spiraling out of control. Man, you know, what if I went with this guy, and she finally said, you know what, to protect my marriage and my commitment, I'm not going to that doctor anymore. My kid can find another doctor. We're going to find another doctor, because I'm not going to sit there and let this destroy my marriage. That's somebody sitting back and saying, you know what? I know how I am, and I know what I need to do to fix it. That's on me. It has to do with me. Modern women, like that bum, these modern women, they'll say, you know what? I'm going to cheat. But it's because of him made me cheat. It's because of, and I remember another clip from tonight's conversation where people were looking at this woman sideways when a man says, this woman cheated on me. And this woman on stage, a panelist, started giving all these excuses as to why the woman was cheating, and it was okay. Yeah, no, I'm here because y'all be doing this, da. And she went down 10 different things, rattle them off the top of her head, why it was okay for a woman to be cheating on a man. And that's why I keep on saying, I can't even call that self-awareness. It's some sort of delusion. They're living in a world of a warped reality.
As men, nobody warned us about this, right? When I say protecting your peace is a daily practice, I mean it. You have to learn how to disconnect nonsense from reality. If you don't, you'll find yourself carrying weight you are never meant to hold. These days, I don't deal with other people's drama. I don't get dragged into arguments that have nothing to do with me. I don't play referee for couples. I don't play therapist for people who don't want change. This is how I protect my peace. I'm not getting involved in other people's drama. I'm just not. And if this is something that you find yourself doing, and this book right here will teach you how to stop doing that, how to protect your peace. It is more important than you know. Pick this book up. Grab this book. It's down in the link below. Pick this book up. Protect your peace.
No, until you start helping me around the house. I have decided that I am not going to have sex with my husband until he starts picking up more work around the house. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but it's a job. It's 100% a job, and I need help with certain things. Like yesterday, he was out doing wood all day long, and he could have been inside helping me with the house. But no. So now I have all this laundry to do. I have all these things, and I think that he should get off work. He just worked a 12-hour shift. I think he should get off work, and he should help me with some of the priorities in the house. I'm going to hold out until he does those things. So if he doesn't do them, then he doesn't get anything.
The man is probably already tired of your excuses. Because if this is her mindset where her man is out there working 12-hour days and then she expects the world of him even when he comes back home and he's probably exhausted, instead of understanding that or even having multiple conversations about it and finding understanding in that, she decides to give some sort of ultimatum where she is threatening the one thing that's probably causing him to still have hang in there. Whereas if they had that conversation, she would probably find out how exhausting his job is. And most importantly, she would come to the realization, hopefully, that she just needs to shift her priorities and maybe improve her time management skills. But if she doesn't come to that conclusion, we all know where this is headed, and honestly, her husband is better off.
I think it is very difficult to date as a person in your 30s. I feel like most of what I see is really young people who are still in the process of figuring out their life, which no problem about that. I remember when I was that age and I was doing the same thing. But obviously I do not want to be mummy. I want to find an equal. Or you have much older people who are out of marriages with baggage and potentially don't want to have a family because they already had a family with somebody. Or people who maybe didn't do that but never grew up. Like, why are you in your 40s and you still don't have the emotional togetherness that you would expect from someone that age? So I've just been having such a hard time. I'm like smack dab in the middle of it all. And you might think, Camilla, well, why aren't you dating someone your age? Because my roster at the moment is negative. But it's because I think most people my age who have it together are already in relationships, long-term relationships, or dating with intention, or in their first marriage and haven't yet gotten to their second marriage. So I'm having a hard time. But if you all know any eligible contenders that live in New York City and you think that they would be a good fit for me, please send them my way. I had a friend visiting from London a few weeks ago, and she's like, I tell all my friends to set me up on dates. And I'm like, wait a minute, I hadn't even considered something like that. But she's like, yeah, it's like they're verified and vetted. Why wouldn't I? So here's my PSA. I am single. I am intentionally dating. Please send me your people.
I am positive this woman is not alone. Y'all check this out.
When I was in college, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I know. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
That feminism struck again. I bet it's watching her video like, gotcha. And don't feel bad because like I said earlier, just like Michael Jackson,
You're not alone.
Now I'm not sure if this creator is serious or if she's just being funny, but I am sure there are a bunch of women out there who feel the exact same way. They were told and sold that feminism was the way to go and women can do anything a man can do, and a lot of them are sitting at a desk or they're working some job that they can't stand. Some of them are working 2 or 3 jobs because let's just call it what it is. They were lied to. There is nothing wrong with the woman who just wants to work and do all that stuff, but feminism told every woman they should be like that, and that's just not the reality. A lot of women don't want to work like that. A lot of women would rather be home with the kids, taking care of that stuff. So I'm just going to chalk this one up to feminism, and unfortunately there are so many women who drink this Kool-Aid and they wish to God that they can go back 20, 30 years and do things differently. But unless you got a genie and a magic lamp, that ain't gonna happen. So good luck with that.
As soon as I found out about it, I terminated both of them immediately. One of the things I've gotten so much criticism of online was when I publicly shared a TikTok about firing somebody because I found out that she was cheating on her significant other, and the other person also had a significant other. And as soon as I found out about it, I terminated both of them immediately.
Wait, someone was cheating with someone in the company?
Yeah.
Oh, and they both had partners?
Both had partners outside of the company. And as soon as I caught wind of it, it wasn't even like a split second decision. I can't have this in my environment, especially somebody close around me. People trust me and should trust any leader to help them make their success easy.
One would say that's none of your business what they're doing when they go home.
Not to get into specifics of the particular event, but it happened to be around work.
But if it wasn't at work, you still wouldn't
Even
make
if it was, I would fire the person immediately.
So you'd fire someone for cheating?
If they're going to cheat on the person that they're supposed to spend the rest of their life with, do you think that they're cheating on their work? That person is a liability to the environment.
People have things in their personal life which are very different to the way that they show up professionally, though. People do all kinds of things in their personal life.
It's terrifying.
I don't consider that to be my business.
Oh, it's absolutely my business. If somebody has a problem in their personal life, they're the same person that shows up to work.
Listen, the way that I see it is if I expand the scope of my concerns, I'm going to get nothing done. I don't want to be the government of your personal situations as well. As long as it doesn't show up in the office.
I can't bifurcate and put in two separate buckets what somebody is doing at home and think that what they're doing at home and the confusion and the distraction isn't going to bleed over into our environment. And I would be willing to bet, and curious on your perspective of this, those people that you found out where there are different situations and different problems in their personal life, they actually do show up in their work.
In dating, it's almost impossible. And I say that because like most people just want to tolerate.
Yep.
And most of the calls that I've listened from your show, it's all about attraction. Like I feel attracted to my spouse. I feel attracted to my wife. I'm a husband or something like that. And I'm just really struggling because I'm so far off the baseline. And like, I'm not a loser. Like I have a job. I travel the world. I run 6 marathons. I go to the gym 6 days a week. I have a pretty fun life, I like to think. And I'm getting lots of advice from different corners that doesn't sound right to me. So I just want to figure out how to navigate this or how I can go about this when I feel like it's impossible.
Hey, I got that in case anything happens though.
Wait, can I be in it? You got it.
You sure can.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I like you in this bunny suit. I'm trying to be Hugh Hefner on this Good Friday.
Hey, I'm still here.
It's not giving official.
Bro, what you mean? It's not giving official.
Don't blow me, bro. I sold. But anyway, where you from though?
Where am I from?
Mhm.
Here.
You from Miami?
Yeah.
What part? What's your name? What?
Nana.
Oh, my name Reek. But it's spelled B-A-E. It's German.
Oh, okay.
What that spell?
No.
No?
It's called N-O.
Oh. So you can fill out the application for me though?
No, I don't want to fill it out.
Okay. Well, you have a good night.
You too. I'll get you.
You got Instagram too?
Yeah.
It's, you even got Signal out here?
Yeah? I heard nobody got Signal in here.
I'm gonna give you my Instagram too.
I'm gonna be in there. Or not, because I rejected you.
Girl.
Don't put it in protector. Don't cut this out. Don't cut this out. This nigga got rejected for real.
This your spam page, this your real page.
This is my spam.
Yeah, let me get the real one.
Oh, you
I got you.
He can't replace the...
Hey, this is me, I'm gonna follow you back.
Okay.
When I get some Signal, I got you. Alright.
You know, modern women just keep on saying stupid stuff. They just keep on saying stupid stuff. Woman sat up there and said, you know, I'm not going to give you any, I'm not going to give you anything until you start helping me out around the house. And I'm going to quit paying these bills. And we're going to be in, actually, it's going to be you. It's going to be you in the dark. Because I'm going to stop paying these bills until you start helping. Until you come up to the job site with me and start doing the stuff that I'm doing. And learn, hey, listen, maybe I should slow down on spending money on bull crap. A lot of times, man, modern women, they spend money, they spend resources, they spend their time, they spend your time on nothing but bull crap. I can see if you go to the store, hey man, I bought this package or this box of meat, and you know, this should last us a little while. And it costed this much. That's kind of expensive, but a good investment. We portion it out. We know how to eat it, and we know how to maintain it. Then we might not have to spend. Yeah, you know, that's what I was thinking. We might not have to spend that money if I take this one and we eat this and we live off of this and and we can put the rest in the freezer over here. That's what I was saying. I want to get an investment in a deep freezer so that we can take the meat and put it here and a whole bunch of other stuff. if you're thinking of ways in order to help the man gonna let you do whatever, basically he gonna let you do whatever you want to do because you're actually contributing to the house. Modern women don't do that. They just take all your money, all your resources, and they go blow it. So once again, when a man says, until you understand, until you really realize the type of work that I do, we're not spending any money. I'm not paying any bills. Until you're grateful for the life that I provide, for the life that I help provide, I'm not going to be participating in whatever you got going on. How is that going to look? How is that going to feel? You're probably going to want to get a divorce. You're probably going to be like, man, how could he ever say anything like that to me? He don't really love me. Bingo. Y'all say a lot of stupid stuff, and a man is like, wow, really? Like that? I guess you never really cared about me. Bingo.
Come here.
What? What is that? Oh, it smells delicious.
I made it from scratch, the whole thing.
Should I? Oh, it's a cake. No one's ever made me a cake.
Are you serious? I'm gonna cry. Are you serious?
I've never had a cake made before.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I've always had birthday cakes, but not a birthday cake made for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoa. I like that. Can I taste the frosting?
This man said something so quietly that it was easy to miss, but it is so important. He has never had somebody make him a birthday cake. And while yes, he's had birthday cakes before, of course, they have apparently all been purchased. But it's not about the cake. It's not about her cake tasting better than the purchased cake. He hasn't even tasted that cake. What it is time and effort. Unfortunately, that is something that is more rare for men to come across these days. It is hard to find women that want to put in the time and effort into a man because women today are basically told not to do that. They are told that if you do that you will end up in a bad spot later on. But I love this interaction because it shows the truth. It shows how much a man that loves his woman will appreciate this sort of effort. It is so genuine in his smile, in his thank yous, in his compliments of the cake and the frosting. I just love it. I think we need to see more of this on social media.
When Kevin Samuels passed, people like Vivica Fox, like literally dance in the street, jump for joy like this man had committed a crime, had he somebody or did a heinous crime to things. And it was just so remarkable to me that they were celebrating another black man that had committed no crime. Why do you think that Kevin's was so celebrated from feminists?
It's because they're feminists. They were all of the hit dogs hollering. You didn't see happily married black women celebrating his death. You didn't see women who were happy in their relationship celebrating his death. It was all of the women who were the women that he was talking about, all of the delusional women, all of the single baby mothers, all of the women who had chose poorly. They got with a Pookie or Ray Ray, and then they were 38, 40 years old, 2 kids, no money, out there looking for the next man that make $250,000, and then they're like, oh, why can't I get it? Why don't I deserve it? So they felt like, he was bringing too much attention to it, to their delusion and the fact that they're not going to get what they're looking for. They don't like that. They don't like accountability. Accountability feels like oppression to people who've never been held accountable. So that's why they feel that way. They're like, who is this man that's so oppressive and he hates women and he's misogynistic? And then they start, they got to do all the things. They call you every name in the book, every term in the book when you start highlighting the things that they say wrong. You got to be misogynistic. You got to be or they just talk about your appearance, or you ugly, you mad, you can't get no chicks. It's all the nonsense that they talk about. So it was all the women who were mad that he was talking about them. And he didn't say nothing wrong. He just like, hold yourself accountable. If you 250 pounds, 300 pounds, how you expect to get a man that's making $300,000 a year? And why should he just be faithful to you?
Free game.
That's the truth.
Game alert. It's the truth. They hated him for telling the truth. And I'm 43 years old, and still to this day, I still do not understand what women's quarrel with accountability is. It seems like it's literally kryptonite to them.
Interesting people to come on my podcast. I need some interesting people to come on my show. You got a story to tell. You got a product to promote. You got an album releasing or a single. Hey, man, come on the Ugly Money Podcast. One of the biggest podcast platforms in the Southeast. It's bigger than radio. I do more views than TV. You definitely want to tap in. Just DM me the word interview. Pound sign interview. Don't come broke. But no, you know what I'm saying? Let's go viral. It's like this clip right here that you just seen. Yeah. See, it could have been you. You was playing. You about 3-5 with me. Kept me like it's...
Is me refusing to ask men out on dates inherently anti-feminist? I think that's a fair question, and I think the answer is actually yes. I think if you're actively playing into gender norms and not trying to deconstruct them, then the actions you are doing are not feminist actions. To that I say, I don't think you're obligated for every action in your life to be a feminist one. For better or for worse, when it comes to just attraction, I am attracted to gender norms. I like when a man takes initiative, I like when a man asks me out, I like when a man pays for the date. I don't think it's inherently bad to want those things or to like those things or to like gender norms. But I also don't think you can say any choice I make is feminist because I'm a woman and I made the choice. That is not feminist. And sometimes I choose my personal happiness and my personal desires over what is best for women in a patriarchal society. I would love to hear your thoughts. This is not a hill I'm on. I could be convinced otherwise.
Your man don't want any happiness from you for real. He don't try to, no lady in here, please don't try to prove me wrong and dedicate your day tomorrow to making your happy. Fellas, think about that. Think about your woman waking up tomorrow and dedicating her entire day to making you happy. Doesn't that sound like the worst day of your life? Worst day of your life. Because she's not gonna ask you what she can do to make you happy. She's just gonna do a bunch of she feels should make you happy, and if you don't act the way she hopes you would act, so what she's doing now is a problem that you're not happy about, some you never asked her to do. Delusional as it's a here laughing hard as and there's some other niggas here in prison like, man, I wish I could laugh, bro. Don't get happiness. And listen, it's nonsense. No man wants happiness from his woman. We wouldn't even believe you if you tried. Fellas, can you imagine you coming home, putting a pen and a piece of paper in front of your woman and say, write down what it's going to take for, and she puts a pen and paper in front of you and say, hey baby, write down what it's going to take for me to make you happy. Fellas, what are you writing? You ain't got you. Look at them, nothing. Nothing. Ladies, if y'all are so rational, why the don't they have anything to write? Because they don't believe that you actually give a about making them happy. He know it's a trap. Soon as he writes down what you can do to make him happy, you're going to look at it and go, so you saying I don't do this? So you saying I'm not happy? You're not happy? That's what you're saying? Delusional as
The most dangerous man you will ever meet is the one who healed alone. I'm not talking about rage or chaos. I'm talking about a man who has been shattered by life and then chose to rebuild himself piece by piece with his own hands. This is the man who walked through experiences that stripped him down to nothing, who faced truths that most people spend their whole life avoiding. He saw the world without the fillers, without the illusions, without the comforting lies that protect the weak from reality. He's the man who hit his rock bottom hard enough to leave him unrecognizable and still found the strength to rise anyway. He's the one who discovered the brutal truth most people never learn. When everything falls apart, when everyone disappears, when the world goes silent, the only person who you can never abandon is himself. And that changes a man, that reshapes him, that hardens him in all the right places. A man who has faced his darkest night alone develops a level of clarity and self-trust that can't be taught. You learn that just by doing it. He doesn't fear being alone. He understands its value. He doesn't seek approval. He outgrew the need for it. He does not chase people. He knows that anybody that is meant to stay will stay without force. When a man has been broken and rebuilt, his power stops coming from who stands beside him and starts coming from who he became when nobody else addicted. That's why he's dangerous. Not to people, but to anything or anyone that tries to take him back to where he used to be. He's not fragile. He is not lost. He is not emotionally shut down. He is extremely intentional. He is unshakably self-reliant, and that is amazing. It's an amazing quality to have. A man like that does not crumble under pressure. He becomes that pressure and leans into that pressure because it doesn't scare him. If you are truly that man, I salute you, because carrying that is not light, and you still show up every single day. That deserves respect. Keep going. What you're doing matters more than you know. I'm proud of you.
And there was a guy that was asking, how do you date as a short guy? And one of the things that he said is like, man, I'm not a loser. I've done, and he started listing all the things that he's done. It's like, man, it's not like I'm out here just sitting around being a bum, which they would like you to believe that men are lonely and they're by themselves because they don't do anything. They don't have good communication skills. They don't have any hobbies and all of the other things that you can probably think of to tell a man he isn't anything. He's trash, right? But like I said, we hear those stories of men actually out there and doing something. Say, man, I haven't had any success. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? Like, these women don't want me. I feel like, you know, at least in my experience, there's going to be women out there that want you. You just got to get laser focused, hyper focused on picking. Modern women don't know how to vet. So it's almost like you have to vet for them, right? I feel like you have to be so focused on, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. Here's what I'm good at. Here's where I need a little bit of work, right? And you get honest with yourself. I need to do this, and this, and I'm trying to get with this. I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to do that. And then the search is, okay, I need somebody to counteract. I need somebody to balance where I lack, where I have some challenges. It's not to say that I'm not trying to get better at that. It's just to say that somebody might be a little bit more, they might just be naturally good at those things that I'm not, or they've made more progress in those areas and I haven't. And so when you go, you say, well, you know, this is what I bring to the table. And then a woman, you kind of figure out a way to ask her, so what do you like to do? Oh, I like to do that, and this and that. Okay, so that means, and you start asking questions and you let those questions branch off into different conversations. And in those conversations, you're going to get to know a little bit more about her, and you can piece together what she brings to the table. If you ask a lot of these ladies off the bat, what do you bring to the table? They think I've already done my due diligence, or I've already done my job by being here and looking cute. But that's not valuable to a man. And so a lot of these modern women not going to be able to tell you what they bring. So you as a man going to have to do the vetting to save yourself. It isn't right, but in order to save yourself and save your money, you're going to have to do the vetting. And then you're going to have to you're going to have to make up a profile picture in your mind. This is who this woman is. No, this is who this woman is. Maybe this is who this woman is. Definitely. This woman has potential, right? For the maybe, you might ask a little bit more questions to clarify whether she's going to be a yes or a no. Well, what questions do I ask? Google it. Top 21 questions to ask, a woman that you're going out with, and you'll start to get the gist of it. And once you read through them, your creative juices start to flow. You're like, okay, I want to ask this, or I want to know about this. And you spend time sitting thinking about how you're going to ask, because you got to get the answers, right? So when you go on these dates, you're going to be able to hold a conversation, and the women are going to feel like the women are going to feel like, man, that was a really nice guy. I really got a lot of value from that date. I want to go out with him. But you might be saying, I'm not interested. From what I heard, she's not the one. Right? And you just give her a call or a text. Hey, I had a really fun night. But to be honest with you, I don't know if we're going in the same direction. Well, how do you know that? And you already have an answer. Because I've thought through and I've listened closely. And a lot of times these modern women, because they had such a great time with you, they'll be like, oh, well, this. Are you sure? Yeah. And you stand on that. Right? Because they'll try to sway you and sell you. But you'll remember, oh, this was one of the things that they did. She's a nice person, but not for me. Great personality, good character, but we're not going in the same direction, right? And that's kind of how you date, right? Well, what if I can't find a date? I'm telling you right now, if you start nailing down and locking down what it is that you actually need for yourself and start going towards those and get a modest amount of it done to where you walk in there and you say, okay, I'm looking for this, that, instead of going on dating apps and stuff like that, just swiping, you'll start swiping. Okay, I need this, and this. And then there's going to be a woman out there that actually responds, right? You look at your profile. Like I said, what I've done, what I used to do on my profiles, I had some pretty good pictures. And so what I would do is, I say pretty good because I would throw in like one of those polo shirts. I was really back in the, I was in the Ralph Lauren a lot back then. So I just go put one of those on, right? Because, I might have been going to an event. So I just snap a photo while I look nice. And then I said, I'm going to take it to a different level because I've been watching the dude on Instagram. He took really nice pictures and he taught me, or, I just watched how he did things with his camera and certain angles. I went in there and put a nice shirt on and a jacket. And then started taking pictures, right? And posted them. And then, got ChatGPT. And ChatGPT was worse than it is now. It was in the infant stages. But I went in there and said, hey, help me. These are the things that I like. This is what I like to do. Help me synthesize it so it can fit in this, however many characters you were allowed. So it can fit into this, right? And ChatGPT helped me to do it. I put all that in and just start looking at women. I think I might have gotten, maybe on one app I had like maybe 20 matches. And I'm not a tall dude at all. 5'6", 5'7", right? But I try to keep my hair cut. I try to dress relatively nice. So, it depends on how you present, and you start moving these modern women out the way. And then saying, okay, this is the type of woman that I want. And when you go into the date or when you get on the phone, because I suggest you get on the phone with her and do a FaceTime before you even take her out on a date and waste your money. And when you get on the phone with her, you start listening. Y'all can be talking for an hour or two and you be like, yeah, okay, we're not going nowhere. Or you can be like, yeah, I would like to pursue it further. So like I said, you got to start nailing down what you're good at. And in a definitive direction, and then you start talking to her, and like that's when you're going to be kind of ready. When you go on a date, you're still trying to fill things out, but if you have a lot of unknowns on your side nailed down, then you can start piecing together what she needs to do as a part of your vision.